everybody doing? I'm here. I'm alive. I'm playing a video game. Well, I might not be alive for long because this game is kicking. Well, I did beat a boss last time, so that's nice. But generally speaking, this game is kicking my ass. Like I was thinking about it, it's like I think like the first few hours where there wasn't that much going on map wise was probably the most I enjoyed it because I'm still enjoying it, mind, but it's just a little harder too because there's a lot of stuff and it's bigger and it's easy to get lost and it's hard and there's no fairies map. Please, please God, fairies map save me. um, so yeah, I enjoy it, but I need a break. I need the game to give me a break. I feel like I'm not even halfway through. I feel like I'm gonna be here forever. So very sad. Um, how's everybody doing? Hope I see some people are here, but I don't know who's here. I can guess, but they're not real. So, oh, didn't you beat two bosses? Did I beat two bosses? I know I beat the wizard guy, and I know I missed another one, because I'm gonna go back and find him. And I've also decided to grab that rock because, oh no, actually, well, maybe I should, maybe I'll leave the rock there for now, because, oh wait, okay, yeah, see, because now I can get that. Oh wait, I didn't come back here. There's a door. Yeah, because I might be able to, basically I was like just looking at stuff because I missed a boss. And I don't want to try and get that yet. Oh, the giant caterpillar thing, and I thought that was the stream before that. Maybe you're right and I'm misremembering, but, so yeah, I'm actually gonna, I took this, I'm gonna leave this here for now because I might be able to teleport back here and fuck around in that area. Oh, no, that was probably the wand, right? Yeah, I meant to use the green guide stone. And I also found out I missed the yellow guide stone, so hopefully while exploring some areas again, I can hopefully find that, so, because that's important, just having another teleportation option. But this area, I was just thinking it's less useful, so I don't know how much I want to stick around, basically. Because that's the area I want to go to. Or that's where I was exploring last time, I'm pretty sure. But, okay, nothing in here? Alright. But anyway, so yeah, I've been good. So, one thing so I've actually, been trying to keep track of my, like, daily streaks, because I do a lot of things each day, so it makes sense to be like, hey, how long can I keep up doing something daily? And I've actually, for all my main ones, I was able to do one a day for the last week. And so, one thing I've been, like, trying to, well, especially because I think if you want to do something every day, is I think it makes sense to, like, when you hit a milestone, like, because, to give an example is, MG, he had a goal, has a goal of watching, he wants to watch an anime in the morning, like something lighthearted, like I think right now it was Pokemon, and then before I know he did like Creepy Mommy or something, and then in the evenings he wants to watch something darker, and part of it was to watch more anime, and part of it was to get a more scheduled, like, life going, I guess. And one thing I suggested to him that I don't know if it would, help him, but, because, like, doing that, like, that's a kind of a vague goal, right? Like, it's like there's no end in sight, and it might be smarter to, like, come up with different, like, micro goals. Like, for example, going to bed at a certain time each night, and then once you got used to that, then you can, like, okay, I can watch an anime at this time, and then I go to bed. Well, I didn't actually mention that to him. I was just thinking about it just now. But the reason, because it's like, I have a burger place that's nearby, and that's kind of my reward, where since I was able to watch One Piece, one episode a day in Japanese for a week, I decided to enjoy some of that. And I'm gonna try and keep going with that, obviously. But my next goal is to do what's called an L-sit, which is where you, use your arms to lift up your body, and, like with your legs sticking out, make an L. Which is part of, because I eventually want to be able to do a handstand push-up, so the L-sit is sort of like on my way there, basically. Okay, I finally found the way to go. Jesus Christ, and I immediately found the way to go to where I'm trying to, and then I just wanted to run into a brick wall, a literal brick wall. So my sense of direction is still not good. Um, Even though I've been in this location for like fucking 3 streams now, I swear to God. But anyway, so yeah, that's my next goal. Is I want to be able to do an LSIT for you know, as like 20 to 30 seconds straight at least. This burger place is good, but like this setting goals and meeting them, I'm not and then rewarding myself by going to this place. I'm not only going to this place less often, but I'm also like, you know, giving me a motivation to do my goals. I hate these fucking dragons, dude. So yeah, did I ever go to, oh, that's right, I don't think I went this way, because the lava level would have been too high. So I think this is, yeah, because so there's, I didn't find him last stream, I don't think, but there is a boss called the Fire Lord that I did not fight, that I'm going back to fight right now. Because I need to beat all the bosses. That's my rule. Okay, I think this is the right way. Okay, hopefully it's not too bad. Let me make sure my the crystalline blade does wind damage. That should be okay. Fireball, I should probably have my earth leech. Huh. Poison is summoned from the earth to inflict damage to enemies. Neat. Nah, actually it's probably 2. Yeah, this is way less MP cost. Oh, and my shield's probably because I have a 2-handed sword. Ugh. I do have a ring of fire, because this will also raise my fire resistance, so I'll want that, because I against the Fire Lord. That makes a lot of sense. Yep, there he is. Whoa, he's fast! Oh, wait, the fireballs chase me? Okay. He's doing fucking flips and shit! Fuck this guy. How the fuck? What the fuck? Please flip off the ledge. Okay, this guy sucks. Oh, I'm out of magic. Nope, not that. But anyway, so that's one thing that's been up with me. The other thing has been, I finished reading some books that I got from the library. And one that I read. So, because I finished the Marvelous Land of Oz, which is the second Wizard of Oz book. And it was okay. I think I liked the first one a bit more, but it was fine. I think, I don't know, some of the parts were kind of like, I need to be careful here, because I need to explain this conflict, because it's like, because I even read a review, so let me lean into it a little bit more. So I actually read the Wogglebug book, which is, it's a short story that's basically about a character that's introduced in the second book, called the Wogglebug, or the highly educated, well-educated, highly magnified Wogglebug. Okay, he's silly. I'm fine with him, but basically, the book he's in has a lot of like racism in it, in that like it's just the way that it depicts certain minorities and talks about them as like, it didn't like it. I didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. I was leading to that because one of the reviews on Goodreads mentioned how he found it was unfortunate that L. Frank Baum was this guy better health, low health. Yeah. He ended up going down, and they do give you the ice blade too, which I imagine might even have been better against him than the one that I had, but it turned out fine. We're good. And yeah, I don't think I really got anything except for, well, I guess I got the fire mail. That's kind of what I was looking for, because, and I even left the thing there. Yeah, so it's, oh, this is just straight up better than my current armor. So that's cool. And it also has more fire resistance, which is what I was looking for, because when I go into the lava to get that sword, I can, the more fire resistance will protect me better, and I will hopefully not die horribly from the lava. But I can save right before it anyway, so even if I do die, I'll you know, I won't lose any meaningful progress. But anyway, so yeah, the review said that L. Frank Baum had like progressive views on gender, but his stuff on race in the Logbook book was not a very good look. And then, but like this is just the this I know where I am now. Okay, but in the Marvelous Land of Oz, the main climax started when a girl general basically, she's like a young woman, basically gathers all the girls from the Land of Oz to literally just take over Oz for no reason other than that is a patriarchy and they want women in charge, like. It like you know, the standing army of Oz is pretty fucking, the Emerald City is pretty fucking, you know, they're not very strong. You know, the girls take over pretty easily, but like, you know, they're just some of the ways that like they're afraid of combat and they attack with like knitting needles, like those are their primary weapons. It's a little just like, I don't know, maybe condescending, but okay, so I'm gonna be I don't know what to make of this. I'm just gonna try and explain it as literally as I can, because my gender radar was whacked out reading the end of the book. So basically, the general premise of the novel is there's a boy named Tip who is under the care of not a witch, more of a sorceress. She's nowhere near as powerful as the wicked or good witches, like Glinda or the Wicked Witch of the West. You know, but she's basically raising this boy and sort of exploiting him, and he escapes. He uses this dust of life that he took from her to revive, to bring to life a pumpkin person that he made, and a wooden sawhorse, which is basically just a log that happened to look like a horse, and then it got turned into an actual being. Did I just turn around and, oh my god, I'm so dumb. So they go on their adventures in Oz. They meet the Scarecrow and the Tin Man, not the Lion, and Dorothy is obviously back in Kansas. You know, the general, Lady General, whose name escapes me, was doing her shit, and you know, they find, and basically the Scarecrow isn't the rightful ruler to Oz either. So what they have to find the Princess Ozma of Oz, who's been missing, and it turns out that the Tip, the main boy, was actually Ozma of Oz transformed into a boy. And so, like, obviously my brain's like trying to do a queer reading of this, but I'm like, because it's just like, well, by nature, it's like, okay, Tip was actually a girl who was raised as a girl who was raised as a boy for a time and then turned back into Ozma, but like Glinda has a line where it's like, changing the nature of the form of things isn't good magic, so I can't do that. But like I can't just like what? How did she say it? It was like implying that because Ozma was Tip's true self, and like basically the sorceress character. Oh yeah, I was trying to find the save room so I can do that. The source, like she had changed Ozma from her true form into Tip, but Glinda couldn't change. It was weird. I was, my head's hurt trying to remember it, honestly. Like, I'm not doing justice explaining it. I don't know. I'd be curious as to if there's some kind of write-up with the Oz books in mind on academia or .edu or something like that, or just some text on it in general, because I'm just casually reading them I thought hey, the first one was fun. The second one was fun too. I didn't like it as much, but I still thought it was a fine read. But the ending was just, I was just like, I can't figure this out. I'm like, I can't do it. Okay, so I'm going to, yeah, because the green guide's still here. Okay, so I'm gonna go heal up. First I'm gonna make sure all my equipment is as strong fire-wise as I can make it. Yeah, there we go. See, that'll be that. So then, oh no, I do that every time. Yeah, here we go. I don't know if this actually affects my fire resistance stat, but you know, I might as well. It wouldn't hurt. So yeah, I don't know. I still like the book, but not the Wonka book. That one was just a chore. And there's some other weird parts about it, but I don't want to go into it too much. The other book I read was Peter Pan in Kensington, which is the first novel about Peter Pan. Because the actual one that most people know is Peter and Wendy, which I'd like to read, but I put a hold on it with my library, but it hasn't come in yet because I think it's being checked out by someone else. I have to wait for them to check it back in, and then they'll send it to my library, and they'll email me, pick it up, and it'll be fine. But I read the prequel, I guess, and I don't know. I also went to Goodreads and I skimmed the reviews, and I didn't see anyone like actually just laying out what it was about. And the people who did said, "Oh, it's about this and it's about that." It's like I feel like they were a little focused on the surface elements, because so one thing I was aware of the author, Barry, FM Barry, I think, no, maybe I think JM Barry, yeah, I think it's JM Barry, that basically his older brother died at a very young age, and that had seemed to have had deep effects on him and his mother and his family, which of course it would, right? Like having this life that you had hope in, not living very long, right? I don't know if maybe he was born to be a replacement, so to speak, which I have personal so basically because my fraternal twin brother Trevor, I don't know why I named him, I doxed the person who's dead. He passed away when we were a month old. My parents my mom woke up to me crying, and she walked into our room, and I was crying and my brother was pale and not moving. They took him to the hospital, but at that point there was nothing to be done. It happens. Sudden infant death syndrome. And apparently, as I've heard from my brother, is that basically their justification was that they didn't want me to be lonely. Like growing up, I guess. So they had my younger brother. But really, it's because they wanted it. They were the ones who needed to sort of make up for losing or get something back for losing my brother. Give me 1 second. My twin. Oh, okay. All right, that was fine. Everything's fine. Black Seer. That is a cool name, and it's also my strongest sword. A Black Scar. I misread it. So anyway, the point being is that I have personal experience with family, not directly, but with my family having lost a. I'm gonna go back and heal up real quick. Heal up my magic real quick. After healing my and I'll come back, grab the green stone, and head back into that chamber and go to the next area. And hopefully find a place to put the green guide stone so that I can, because I don't really want to go back to that fireplace if I can. Oh wait, did I just use? I was thinking about the green guidance stone, so I used the green wand and teleported back to 3 steps away. I'm good at this game. It's something I've never said. So anyway, but Peter Pan in Kensington basically opens with Peter being a baby and then flying out the window and going to an island that's described, it's the lands betwixt is what it's described as, and it's basically where A, fairies live, and B, birds are born that eventually become the souls of babies, basically. so Peter Pan's ability to fly is literally like, um, he flies out the window because he dies as a baby, and he kind of like what because I mean he's described as like a baby, but because or the first lines of the book are that he doesn't get older because he's already passed away basically, and the lands of Twix is literally a purgatory, um, and like basically the first part of the novel is he's kind of like deciding whether to go back to his mother or not, and because once he goes and the window's open and he's not sure if he should go in or not, and then so he leaves because he's nervous, I guess, and then he decides to, you know, because he does like being with the fairies and stuff, and eventually he decides to leave, and what happens is he goes back and the window is barred, and his mother has another baby, right, which going back to the author, you know, his older sibling died, and you know, that affected, I think, you know, I think that very reasonably could have affected him when it comes to coming up with a story, because it's very much sort of about imagining like dealing, like seeing the loss from the perspective of that brother who passed away and trying to imagine like something better. Are you kidding me? Oh wait, hold on, I heard something. Okay. Ooh, is that a fire shield? But anyway, so I thought that was interesting. I thought I liked the book. Second half just deals with a young girl who gets separated from her brother, and there's one part where she literally falls in the snow, and like the fairies build a house around her, and it's noted as the first time fairies built a house for humans. Like basically she gets to go back to her family because of Peter Pan. Like Peter Pan sort of exists in this purgatory space, and he's able to save this child who nearly died but wasn't allowed to. But or you know, like, so, you know, like, again, literally the authors, you could argue that, like, again, because maybe the author based off Peter Pan, but it's like, I don't know, it's hard not to read that knowing about the backstory there, because of just like, oh, he's imagining his brother basically being a guardian angel for other children who might have died, right? And it's not present, again, this is all subtextual because it's a children's story. It's meant to read as this whimsical fun tale with fairies and a flying baby. But like the subtext is very clear, you know. And I like the book. I didn't love it, but I think because, you know, it's like I like stories dealing with grief and loss. That's a lot of my favorites have that. So unsurprisingly, I enjoyed this book about dealing with grief of loss, from loss, and because I think I'm very curious, because part of the reason I read it in the first place was because like I watched the Disney movie, and I was dissatisfied with it because I noticed these symbolic elements, but I didn't feel like the movie really like honed in on them. So like, you know, Captain Hook, he's being chased by a crocodile in TikTok that, like, the clock is ticking down for him, because he's an adult. Like, he's an adult now, and thinking of like Peter Pan, maybe even Neverland, as being this like purgatory space. Then like, yeah, like Hook is basically trying to avoid death. That's what he's looking for at Neverland, right? But time comes for everyone, and it's not his place, right? Because, you know, obviously Peter Pan is already dead. He's not, you know, so like, it's just I'm glad I read it because snake out of nowhere, snake. Jesus Christ. Okay, I think the fire sword's better though. But it's, and funny you mentioned like classics having fucked up source material, because I think it really depends on the framing, because like, again, these are children's books. These are meant to be acceptable for young audiences to read, and I do think, like, again, Peter Pan, by keeping that sadder element, because I wouldn't even say darker, like, I mean, maybe, but it's like, it's a thing that happens, right? And it is sad, but it's kept subtextual. Wizard of Oz, The Wizard of Oz is a very violent book. There's parts where, like, they mention, like, they get attacked by stuff, and the Tin Man has an axe, and he'll chop heads, like, you know, but it's not described in a gory or visceral way, right? It's still, the content is violent, but the presentation isn't, if that makes sense, and it doesn't really like linger on the death like or anything, or the violence. It's just a part of it. Um, so I don't know. I definitely think that's fallen out of fashion, especially because I think people like realism and literal depictions, like, or and especially because movies are so popular. Like, obviously, the movies can't really present that, right? So, which I'm very curious to watch the rewatch the Wizard of Oz, knowing, because especially like, okay, I already got that. Yeah, just gotta somehow find my way back to that other area. But because like the Wizard of Oz book actually, so because the movie ends with the confrontation with Oz, but the book actually goes a little bit further because basically Oz flies away in a balloon, and because he intended to, oh, I just went backwards, oh my god, I'm so what my okay, he intended to take Dorothy with him, but they failed that, so she has to journey back to Glinda, who tells her about the shoes, and that's how she gets home to Kansas. And it's not framed as a dream at all. Like, it's framed as if it's just a real place. Like, Oz is literally from a fuck, I forget what it was, but it was just a real life American city. And in the Wogglebug book, the Wogglebug just goes to an American city. Like, he's not in Oz in the Wogglebug book. He just left Oz, and he's in, it's just a part of the world in like our world. Is how it's framed, that you could just reach with a hot air balloon right away. It's just not on a map, that kind of thing. Because the movie obviously frames it as like Dorothy wakes up from a dream and the whole thing was like metaphorical, but it is literal in the book. So and then with the I'm just going, yeah, I feel like I'm just going in circles because I don't know where I'm yeah, I know. I just came here earlier. God damn it. Anyway, I'm going to. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm definitely like, yeah, I'm curious about watching or thinking about Peter Pan again because I feel like that was just a case where because I don't know. I'm sure there's been text before on like the Disney versus adaptation, because I've talked before about doing a video on comic book accuracy where I talk about the sort of relationship between comic books and the adaptations that end up getting way more like attention and like are more like affect the perceptions, like the Hulk isn't necessarily defined by his earliest comics. He's more I would say a lot of his pop cultural depiction is probably defined from the Lou Ferrigno live action series, right? Because that's the one of the earlier popular adaptations of the character, right? And that's why we have this character in our public consciousness, because is less because of the comics and more because of what the comics were adapted into. And I think that goes for a lot of like characters in different like adaptations, like Batman would have had the Burton movies and probably some stuff before even that, because he was a popular character for a good a while. Superman had the Christopher Reeve movies. Like, adaptations end up kind of defining these characters, and I think that's very much the case for Disney as well. Like, because I was thinking about it with Pinocchio, because I read Pinocchio. There is no wishing upon a star in Pinocchio. There's a character who fills the role of the blue fairy, but she's not a blue fairy. She's just she's there's magic, but it's like she's not. It's not the same. And the wishing upon a star thing, that's just completely absent. That's a Disney imagination, and that, which is noteworthy because like when Lies of P draws things from the Disney adaptation and not just the novel. Android Kikaider in the manga opens with a woman reading Pinocchio to her children, but she's talking about like wishing upon a star and shit from the Disney movie. So it's like this isn't that's not Carlo Collodi's Pinocchio. Like that's so it's like, but because the Disney version is so popular of these adaptations that that's how they are thought of, right? And that's how people get interested in the I'm gonna be honest, the primary reason I read Pinocchio and the primary reason I read Pinocchio was because of Lies of P, but then Lies of P is also has notes and imagery and ideas from the Disney movie. This is where I was trying to go, I think. Yes. Yes, this because this is where this is that dungeon that had the ghosts and the wizard guy that I fought. So um so yeah, I don't know. It's just it's interesting again, but it's like Disney. So I'm sure it's been discussed to death, and even if it's not, like they're very harsh on copyright. So I don't know how. Like I don't know. Again, I'm just thinking like, do I do these videos on this? Because I definitely want to do on Alice in Wonderland because I want to read it, and I want to just see how Disney did. Because obviously like the Disney movie, I'm watching the movie first and then I'm reading the source material if I'm interested in it, right? Like I'm definitely not going through all the Disney source material. That's absurd, especially when I don't care for some of these movies. And in some cases I don't even know what like I in my head it's like none of these things are original because Disney so rarely does original works at this period. But I know that they have. Okay, so I think there's secret rooms here near here. Because, yeah, anyway, I'm just going to check every single wall for secret rooms, because I really want the yellow guide stone, because, you know, I want more teleportation options and not to go through that fucking fireplace again, if I can help it. But anyway, like, what, yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I just was just thinking about the Disney adaptations and them being so culturally dominant when over the source material, and how that reminds me of comic book adaptations. But anyway, because yeah, Alice in Wonderland was just like, I like that movie on its own, and honestly, like yeah, I'm trying to think of like the Disney movies, and because I liked. Honestly, Alice in Wonderland's like far and away my favorite one right now. Like Alice in Wonderland, and then like what other ones that I even care for? Snow White's okay, honestly. Didn't care for Cinderella because I think at least one complaint of that movie is that it's just like, so much of it is about the fucking mice and stuff, and them fucking around with the cat. Like, because the actual story of Cinderella is very short, so even for a 40-minute movie, you know, expanding that like to a full movie, it's like a lot of it was just the fucking around with the animals. What ended up framing, what the realization I had that kind of framed that like movie for me and made it like, okay, I see why this, you could argue that this matters in a sense. It's like seeing, because there's the cat that's owned by the stepsisters and the mice that are owned by you know, are friends with Cinderella. So it's sort of like, you know, the pet reflects the owner in a sense. So their conflict is basically just a evocation of Cinderella's conflict with her family, because Cinderella's a good person, so the mice are good people, they help her out of sticky situations, and the cat's a piece of shit, you know, because of this, it's with the step siblings, so it's like, okay, yeah, that's a, sure, I managed to get something out of it, but, you know, so many of them are just fucking boring, so many of the Disney movies, but I think next is Jungle Book, which I didn't mean to drink that. I've watched before, and I've also, because my rule with the Disney movies is anything that was in a theater, and for the made for like DVD sequels and live action sequel remakes or whatever, I only care if I've seen it before, because I'm not gonna see the fucking, like, I technically the live action Lion King is an animated Disney feature. Because it evokes live action, the idea of live action, so we call it live action, even though it's entirely CG animated. I don't think there's any, like, did they record footage of actual, like, African savannas or actual animals? Like, no, they didn't. They just fucking did it all in CG. It's an animated movie. But I'm not interested in watching them unless I have, because I've seen the live action Lion King before, or not Lion King, Jungle Book before, and I actually remember liking it more than the animated one, so I kind of want to rewatch that. There's also the Jungle Book 2, which again I don't really care for, but it's just one of those. I think it was actually in theaters. The animated Jungle Book 2, I think is which whatever. And then other than that, like some of the other direct to VHS Disney sequels that I remember seeing as a kid, like the Christmas Beauty and the Beast one I'll watch eventually. The Lion King sequels, because there's Lion King 2 and then 1.5 as well. Aladdin had has the trilogy, Return of Jafar and King of Thieves, which Prince of Thieves was it? I don't remember. I know the reveals and the what the movie's about and stuff. So because I remember seeing it and liking it. I like that one. I did not care for a lot of the other ones, but or don't remember them very strongly. But that one was cool. Also, this fire. I'm glad I picked up the sword. It doesn't kick an ass. But yeah, that's a whole thing. I was gonna. I for some reason I had Mary Poppins Returns on my list, which I think that was like because I think I had it on my list maybe because I was thinking about Lindsay Ellis bringing up in her videos that she did. I don't remember which one at this point. But maybe I also expected to actually like Mary Poppins. Instead, it was just really boring, and I didn't like it. In fact, oh hello. Oh yeah, this is just that chest that I already got. No, that's a trap, right? Yeah, unfortunate. So yeah, I was literally like dreading having to watch that movie, and I was like, I could just not, and I just removed it from my list, and I watched Aristocats instead, which I remember seeing that one as a kid because we owned that one, so I probably saw it multiple times. It's fine, it's whatever. It's a Disney movie. They sing, they're talking animals. It's very classist. Like, you know, the antagonist is a butler who literally is about to get the fortune that he once spends the movie trying to get, but it's like he's just really stupid because he's poor and uneducated. Like the whole premise of the movie is the lady is she's old, she has no husband, and she's like, I'm going to leave my fortune to my cats, and then my butler can get it when they die. And it's like, okay, so a real functioning human being would go, okay, so, you know, he's just got it. He basically, she basically wants her to take care of it, or him to take care of her cats when she dies, and then give him literally her entire fortune. But he overhears it, and he's stupid, so he's like, oh, holy shit, the cats they live like 14 years, but also they have 9 lives. So, oh my, no. And then he basically, you know, catnaps the cats, tries to get rid of them, and they have an adventure coming back or whatever. And specifically they meet Marcus. I recognize him as O'Malley because that's his surname, I guess, because O'Malley the alley cat. Like that's why I remember that's the name I really remember. And he's, you know, an alley cat. He's a feral cat that helps them because he's a gentleman. Yeah, he's a good fucking. Well, mostly because he thinks the lady cat is cute and was hitting on her before he found out that she had 3 children, and then he's like, oh well, I mean, I'm still gonna help you, but but then like there's one scene where they run into some geese and they think they're like a happy family and they're nice to him and stuff, and then once they find out that he's actually like an alley cat, they act all shitty to him and classes. Okay, what is going on? Why am I just so bad at this? And they like suddenly their just attitude turns, so it's like classism is very much like, oh, did I just? Yep, I should fix that. Well, I'd probably die if I stood. My brain went, what if happened if I stood under that gate? And I just realized like, well, I'll probably die. Like this gate. They thought about that. And anyway, he because for helping this rich cat family, he ends up getting adopted into it, because being in a high class position is better than being poor. So whatever. And also there was like a group of alley cats who were all poor and basically criminals. And one of them is a very bad racist character, a general Asian character, not just mixing and matching shit. And I was like, Anyway, it was you know, so that's unfortunate, but other than that, it was whatever. It was fine. I didn't hate it, but man, I just want to be in the good Disney movies, like at least the decent ones. That'll probably like enough, I guess. So But at least I'm over the first hump of, because I skipped a bunch of them and I was like, whatever, I'll go back and watch them. And honestly, probably a mistake. But unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's that trap. Because if I... Yeah, there's nothing in there? Nope. Okay. And yeah, the next books I'm gonna read, because I got them from the library, are yeah, War of the Worlds, which I wanted to read because it's well, I had a Star Fox video idea that involved, it's basically Lindsay Ellis's The Whole Plate, sort of, but by applying it to a video game, I hope to also, and a Japanese video game specifically, I can also talk about, you know, not only the different kinds of analysis, but also, okay, I'm just going, I'm so bad at this. I really just, because I don't have a map. The game has given it, I mean, it gave me like one map for like an early area. I was like, I need to remember that I don't have to use, I have crystals to get stuff with. But anyway, so since it's a Japanese video game, I can talk about it in terms of translation, which more, okay, I wasn't planning on, but since I'm learning Japanese, it's like, okay, why not play both Star Fox games in both languages and talk about that, because that'd be interesting. And then also, because of the video game, I can talk about it from a gameplay perspective, and so I have, like, there's one book on Sun Tzu and the Art of War in video games that I want to read, and basically, like, just apply all these ideas to Star Fox, because I like one of the games, and I think it's an interesting franchise for some reason. War of the Worlds is, because one of the books is about his sci-fi and the history of colonialism and how they're interrelated, which is important because, especially Star Fox Adventures, definitely gives vibes of colonialism, I guess, because it's like, Fox is like, he has the aura of like a white savior in that, like, comes from a, like, technologically more advanced civilization, and he's coming to help these dinosaur people who are squabbling with their racism and stuff. So it's like, But also, like, the game had development trouble because it was really just supposed to be an original Rare game, but then Nintendo lost Rare, and why is there nowhere to go here? Like, I thought I'd been here, and I thought I went through this area to the next one, which had the ghosts and stuff, but or maybe I'm backwards. Yeah, I'm just gonna, maybe I'll try to go back to the previous area and see if I can't find that I'm missing something. Because, yeah, maybe this was the area that had the wizard guy, like, farther down, but in a different direction. And I was thinking I was going forward, but I don't know. Because no, actually, yeah, that's going backwards because there was the guy there, the night guy. I wish I was better at navigating this fucking game, because this is rough. I mean, I did kill a boss that I missed and had to go back to do, but at least I killed a boss, so. Yep, this is just another dead end. But anyway, so I got War of the Worlds because it's related to the sci-fi, because it's basically like, what if the colonizers were instead invaded, right? What if we, humanity, had to suffer, you know, the sins we put on, or, you know, we the cultured, civilized world had to suffer the sins that, you know, the less technologically advanced of our species were, you know, made to suffer from, I guess. Except I guess they're the ones who just died from the disease, and not all the subjugated, or not, you know, the lower in quotation marks people, I guess. I don't know. I'll see how I feel, and then I'll read that book and see what it says. But I don't know. And then I also got The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane, which, by the premise, it's about a rabbit toy that gets abandoned by its master, or its owner, basically. And I got it recommended from NG, who said he liked it a lot. And I'm about to just pull up a map. I'm so sick of this fucking... Okay, sorry, I'm getting tilted. Because it's like, how do I was there in that room with the ghosts, that had the chest I couldn't open. And I remember being that from there, I somehow was close enough to the boss room and the sealed door, and yet I can't find it. What the fuck? Oh my god, I've never fallen in that before. There's gotta be another way, right? That I'm missing? Yeah, I've been to the, yeah, I tried to go to South Cliff, that was just where I came from. Cause yeah, that was the center tower, yeah, maybe it was the center tower. Yeah, maybe I stopped and that was my mistake. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I had actually come, yeah, I think I went this way. I'm dumb. It was, yeah, because I came this way and I was like, no, I've been here before. This wasn't the way. It was, yeah, but it was this way, I think. No, it wasn't. Fuck off. Oh my fucking god, it's a one-way. Right, I put off fire spell. Wait, where's the... There it is. But anyway, so I got a recommendation from MG, from the Manji, and because he liked it as a... I don't know if he read it as a child or as an adult first, but, you know, I was asking for reading material recommendations, and he said that one, so I will check it out and see if I like it. Snake leather boots, indeed, and the other, I'm also waiting, again, I'm waiting on Peter Pan and Wendy, or Peter and Wendy, which is the, yeah, if I just went in circle again. Oh no, that's because I dropped down and I shouldn't have, yeah, I see what happened. Yeah, that's probably why I got confused, so, this should be the center tower, yeah, so I'll go right this time. Nope, I can't go right, okay. Because yeah, this isn't where this is a different central area that looks identical. Because like, I'm wondering, now I'm like, well, no wonder I'm having trouble navigating, like, because this area felt like it's like a center, supposed to be a center landmark, but there's another one identical to it, yeah. That, like, I don't know if this is the one that won't open before, or is it a new one that won't open? God, I might just want, because, like, see, I liked Kingsfield 2 because I had the unmarked maps. And I liked Kingsfield 3 because I had the ferry map, which I filled out myself, and it was also unmarked, you know, so I felt like I had less problems navigating in those games because of that. But with this one, it's just like, it's giving me a lot of trouble. Guardian's Gate, is that the way I'm supposed to go? Nope, that's just the way I came from. So I need to go to the other bridge. I hope Shadow Tower is easier than this. I mean, and then I say that out loud, and it's like, right, it's Shadow Tower. I don't know about that one, boys. This is probably it, honestly. Silvergate, maybe. Like, I don't know, the names don't really match the location, so it's not like I can go, yes, Silvergate, this place, that's definitely the Silvergate, and no other place. I remember being here, South Cliff. Yeah, this is earlier in the game. Yeah, this is, Priest's quarters. Yeah, I've already got the priest's key. I think I'm just gonna look up a map. I don't fucking care. This is tiring. I don't know where I am. I don't know how to navigate. There's too many ways to go. So yeah, sorry. Pretend you didn't see that. Cause yeah, and I remember when I played the first one, I had some people looking up maps and just telling me where to go. But obviously in this case, the game's much bigger, so that's not really feasible for someone who hasn't played it before to look up stuff. But I'm just tired of this is like the third or fourth stream in a row of me wandering aimlessly, and it's like I want to beat the game eventually. Like this is just. Sorry, I'm just babbling while I pull up the strategy guide that's gonna come off on the wrong one, and it's yep well that's what the fuck happened there. Okay. So I'm before center of lava firelord's domain. Ancient city. Where was I? Craftsman's room. Okay, sorcerer's area. Yes, I thought that was yes. Okay, that's where I was. Map 39. So how do I get to map 39? Ancient city level 2 west. There's the giant beetle. Okay. At 40. Is this the right way? No, probably not. It says ancient city tower. Oh, level 2, so it's actually like above. Hold on, let me go back. Like, cause this I would assume is level 1 then. Well, now at least since I finally came to. Oh, now I can't see chat. Great. Okay, yeah. After this long, you have no problem with me. That's fair. Thank you. Yeah. Cause yeah. So this. Is this level 1 or 2? Because if I look down, I will see. Okay, so this is level 2. No, it's not. Because this is level 1. Because otherwise there'd be stuff below there instead of. No, but I can't really see above here, so maybe not. Okay. Unfortunately, the in-game names and areas might not easily match up with the previous ones. So Northgate, yeah, this is just. How did I go backwards so far? Like, this is just the beginning of the game. Then I'm just gonna fucking. Teleport to. Well, I took the green guide stone, so fuck me, I guess, for thinking I was gonna make progress. Yeah, how did I get back so far? I don't understand this game at all. I want to like it so bad, but it's just fucking driving me through the ringer, and I can't take it. Like, it's very possible I just missed so much stuff that I don't even know, because I thought, what is this? That's totally not gonna kill me. No, those are. I thought there were spikes, but they're like torches. One that governs wind, like Harveen. What the fuck? Won't open. Okay, so do I have to? Nope. One that governs dark. Oh, okay. So I have to beat. Okay. Oh, so one that governs fire. So if I beat the bosses, it lights up the torch, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Because I mean it. Well, or maybe there's multiple bosses for each one or something, because like I've only gotten one that governs light. Or maybe it's crystals. Maybe it's magic crystals. Like if I have enough crystals, maybe that's because like I've gotten multiple crystals of the elements except for water, right? Yeah, I have less water crystals, I think. So if I get maybe because I have I gotten a dark crystal? I don't remember. I know I've gotten at least one light crystal, but they light and dark. Okay. Well, I'll try and keep this in mind and forget about it. I do have a... I think I have another keystone. Don't know where this goes to, but it's something. Northgate. Guardian's Gate. Oh, like the stone guardians that I shot in the eyes with arrows? Or something? I don't know how I ended up that so far back, honestly. Yeah, this looks like I've been here before, but it was so long ago. Yeah, this is that one hallway that had the guardians that I shot, right? I don't know anymore. Yes, it is. Okay, because there's the control things. Okay. I don't know. I might be so turned around with this game because it's not even that it's been so. I've been streaming it. There was like 1 week I skipped. I've been streaming. I think it's just so combination of like so big, and I think it's just like maybe the way I'm playing it weekly is just really hurting my navigation with this game. On the top of just being so very fucking lost, that I literally just don't know where to go. Like I'm honestly, you know what? Yeah, I just want to go back to my last save because that was actually closer to where I'm fucking supposed to be. And I guess I could have just loaded a game instead of dying, but oh well, I'm gonna do push-ups anyway. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. Yeah. I already did push-ups today, so I'm already feeling it. Yeah, let's just area city level 2 south. Okay, so I know where I am on the map now. Okay, because I could have just loaded, but okay, so now I need to get my bearings on the map because I see there's a save point. I see where that is on the map, but I don't really read the room. Oh no, there it is. Okay, 3 windows. So if I count that as this, that means maybe it's the other way around. Hold on. Okay. So there's hidden. Okay, let's see. If there's hidden doors this way, that means maybe not. That did a lot of damage. Because those look like skeletons on the ground. It's just not. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to get my bearings on this map because they're not very good. Or rather, the game's maybe too 3D to easily map. So it's like, yeah, how does that work? Because I see a room that could be this one. I never found that. Oh, hello. Well. Oh, cool. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So if this is this hidden doors? Sorry. Oh yeah, that's right. There was a wind crystal there. I remember. Okay, yeah, okay. So I found. Okay, good. I found something that I was looking for because I wrote it down that I wanted to find the yellow guide stone, and I just found it. So, all right, that's something. Holy shit. Okay. So now, and that means I also have rough bearings on where I am on the map. So if I face this way, that means okay. I'm facing north, so I want to go all the way this way, and then north. Yep, through here. Through here. Yep, and then, okay, holy shit, I have bearings. I have a map. I have a way to go. I have a yellow guide stone. I'm so happy. What are your other thoughts on stakes and narratives? Oh, least favorite from Soft Dungeons Explorer? I mean, I don't want to say I don't like it just because I'm struggling. Because it's just like, the game just hasn't given me the tools with which to enjoy it as much as I would like to, I guess, which is unfortunate, but, you know, I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I can't. Hold on, I want to go to Area 39, so which means I need to go to Area 38. Yeah, okay, so I think, okay, I found the way. Alright, I should be okay for a little while now. I mean, I guess I'll like it's. I don't think it's. I can see myself still liking it more than like some of the other Kingsfield games, but it's definitely as far as like dungeon exploring goes. Because I've used the guide. I used the guide for those, but I used it in a particular way, I guess. Because I like to try and only look up areas that I've been to. Okay, so yeah, this is the fucking sorcerer's area, isn't it? Yeah, because I remember this now. Okay. Alright, because I remember this, but I don't remember seeing a guidestone spot. And yeah, that cave was where I fought the bug, I believe. So, that area. So, okay. Because yeah, it's just like, yeah, I've definitely had the least fun with exploring the dungeons so far, because I had as many streams like wandering around lost trying to find my way in this game as like I almost had entire streams in the first game, right? So, you know, it's kind of hard to say like, yeah, I love that part of these games when it's been such a drag in this one. Okay. Yeah, see, I have way more power resistance now, so. Can you come back to life so I can hit you? Do you guys die? Like permanently? I don't think they die. I think you just knock them down and run away. Or just run away. Apparently this is like you can farm these guys and get a lot of experience, I guess. Because you get experience, but then they respawn immediately, and they're harmless. So, I don't know, something to keep in mind. I don't think I need to. I think I've been, oh god. Oh, you bitches! I can't run past you! I'd already been to this room and I don't know I'm back here because there's nothing here. Okay, that worked out. What are your thoughts on stakes and narratives? I've been thinking about it because of ReZero. Yeah, so I honestly, because I remember this coming up actually recently because of just some discussion on the recent stuff on One Piece because someone said like, wow, real stakes. And I don't know what's different about this arc than any previous arc, frankly, because like I don't know, they're not fighting more dangerous opponents than last. I mean, the characters they're fighting are immortal, and that's a problem, I guess, until they figure it out, because like they're gonna win eventually, right? Like, you know, like they're and okay, yeah, they're fighting a really strong and ooh, that's right, I remember this room. I don't think I figured this one out. 'Cause, yeah, they still just respawn. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. What? Why didn't the door? Did I miss the door? No. What's going on? Where's the door? What the fuck is that? Yes, I'm trying to find that sealed door. That's I remember the sealed door. I just can't find it because I can't navigate for shit. I honestly, I mostly remember what it looked like by the flames around it. Oh, that might be it right there. Yeah, this is it. I think, because yeah. I think this is it. Ow. Oh, another one of these. Okay, let me get my bow out, because I'm going to need it. Crossbow's better. Alright, good to know. And then I'll take this off. But anyway, because honestly, what my thing with stakes is like, they aren't real in general. Like, if you think of stakes as real, then like you're just being tricked by the inherently manipulative quality of storytelling. And I think that's fine, but I also think that if you want to enjoy stories at a certain like point, you kind of have to like oh, I can breathe underwater now. Okay, I'm cool. I'd rather have a talisman that allows me to breathe underwater. I just have to sacrifice the other one that does. I don't know. Oh, cool. Ooh, I bet this is gonna, because I have one of these, so I bet this will open up and probably bring in a bunch of water. So like honestly, how I try to think of stories, like I don't know, how do you think of this current stuff as having more stakes than like, because I don't know, I remember when I really framed this for myself, I had it was during the Whole Cake Island when there was a specific point where Big Mom woke out of her fugue state. Like Capone used his big father to hide himself, you know, to hide everyone away basically, and like the sneak attack phase was over. So they had gotten everybody into the Big Father. Big Mom was gonna fucking break it down. One of the fucking Emperors of the Sea, surrounded by her officers, all this, you know, the strongest fucking people in her crew. Like the whole everybody's. Oh, hello guys. Like the whole family's there. And you know, I remember wondering like, how the hell are the Strahds going to get out of this situation? I was never thinking of it in terms of like, oh my god, are the Strahds all going to die here? I was always thinking about it in terms of like, how are they going to get out of this situation, right? Because like, the narrative has made a promise that Luffy's going to become Pirate King in one way or another. It's not narratively satisfying for Luffy to die here. Therefore, like fucking Homestuck even has it as a literal mechanic in the world where after a certain point in powers, when they god tier, they literally like can't die unless their death is what was it, just or heroic. So that means that like they either have to have like a heroic sacrifice moment where they do something like a good example from One Piece would be Ace, right? When he threw himself in front of Luffy. That's a heroic death. He died for the sake of Luffy, and he died, but or it's a just death where the character who dies deserves it, basically, to say from a certain point of view, where they're villainous and they're doing bad things and they're killed in retaliation, basically. That is a just death by Homestuck mechanics. Oh, you guys still take damage, but you guys have stopped. Okay. That's all I wanted, just so I can stop wasting bolts on you fuckers. Nope, and you bitch. You fucker. You piece of trash. Right, like, basically, like, for an important character to die in a story, it has to be narratively satisfying, right? And so once you realize that, like, what are stakes in a story? Like, what, the idea that a character is going to die? Like, well, you've already tricked yourself into something that's, like, just not how story, like, you're thinking about it in terms of, like, this is a real story, right? Like what are stakes? Like, okay, we bet, like, oh, I'm gonna win this rock paper scissors match. Okay, well, I've bet $100 on this rock paper scissors match. Well, now there's stakes, right? Like, there's a different, the game changes in the sense of, because there's a higher risk or reward to it, right? Like, okay, so, but with storytellings, there are, to us, the audience, there's obviously no stakes, because no matter what, the story isn't real. But that's not what people are talking about. They're talking about when, like, that suspension of just, like, feeling like the characters are in actual danger. Like, I remember, like, people, like, the way people talk about Game of Thrones or Attack on Titan at a certain point was, like, people, oh my god, anyone could die in these. Like, the whole thing with the first, book/season is Eddard Stark, he like, seems like, oh yeah, maybe he's gonna be the guy to fix this country, this city, this place. And then he just fucking dies, right? Oh my god, anyone can die. But then you keep watching and, oh, Tyrion's still alive. Oh, Daenerys is still alive. Oh, the series has Jon Snow's, the series has very clear main characters. And, it disguises that a bit better than other series, right? Like, because with One Piece, oh, I set all the Guardians free. Oh, okay. So, the things left by the king shall be surrendered. So, okay, so the Guardians were protecting something. Okay, so, okay. Lots of lore in this room. Okay, and that's something about a arrow. Someone was trapped here, yeah, and lost his fucking mind. Brawling on the walls. Okay, Lord Mew. Darkness can't reach the outside. So the idea is to seal the darkness in the city, and everyone. Okay, the king left because yeah, there was. So the hand of darkness spreading. The king abandoned them. This wise sage released the guardians. Lots of shit going on. Oh, hello. Is this a place to put a guide stone, perhaps? That I just found? No? Nope. I can leave. Never mind. But anyway, so like with Subaru, I feel like that, again, it's like, it's not about, his power literally means that he's going to win, right? Like, he literally, like, the best he can do is the Groundhog Day situation where he gives up on his situation and just tries, make what he can with that limited time he has, which obviously, depending on the arc, like in the most recent one I watched in the anime, is like I remember mentioning how there was so little turnover time between like when he originally died and where he resumed from. Like, he literally had to be like, okay guys, literally like right now this bitch is gonna appear at this tower. Because that's what was happening. That's how, oh wait, did I just, oh, so this guardian, maybe I should, oh, okay, I'm gonna try removing the things again, because I know one guardian escaped, but I thought I'd be able, I don't know. Anyway, so like the different, it's just a matter of like, A, is Subaru actually going to like because so if we know that like no matter what, like the story, like again, just mechanically, Subaru's going to win. That's what his power is. His power is I will fucking win. Where it becomes narratively satisfying is the same with the God damn it. It's the same with the One Piece example, right? Like it's not about again, I wasn't thinking of the whole Cake Island stuff in terms of like are the Straw Hats going to escape? I was thinking of it in terms of like how are the Straw Hats going to escape? Right? So Subaru, it's like it's not about if he's going to win or not. He's going to win. The story revolves around the fact that he's going to, use his power to help Amelia. It's just a matter of like what else happens, or like what about the other characters? Or actually, the perfect story I was thinking about this in terms of is One Punch Man. Very popular series. I think it's really good. I've always liked One Punch Man a lot. Saitama's the strongest guy there is. That hasn't changed. Like even as he's fought stronger guys, like what's changed is that like okay, is he going more all out than usual? Like the fucking Murata version of Saitama versus Garo is fucking hilarious. But the way it fucking ends with him doing a zeroth punch, no punch man. That's like the fun that I fucking like. The build, it's so serious, but then also so like it makes me laugh, right? Because okay, that's where they were coming from. I don't think there's a real reason to kill these guys. And this one seems to be having more health. Or maybe I'm just not hitting correctly enough. Yeah. Are there just infinite of these guys? Maybe? Okay, well at least I'm getting experience for it. Yeah, I think there's just going to be infinite of these guys. Which in that case, I'm just gonna leave. Okay. So like the stakes of One Punch Man aren't is Saitama going to win? Because if you could beat Garo, someone they just give you this insane buildup, right? Garo's the person who limit broke, right? Like we see from all the fights around Garo that how fucking powerful he is, and then Saitama still continues to the fucking analogy they give is like. He's like an ant in a cage or a bug in a cage, right? Like Saitama's just shaking him. So that was the movie did where he like threw all the rocks basically, and Garo's like I feel like a bug in a cage being shaken around by a child, right? Like he literally can't get his bearings on Saitama, even though they're technically on the same level, but like Saitama's literally like they're building up God, they're building up this entity that was sitting on the fucking moon. And it's like he seems just so incredibly powerful, but it's like, well, if Saitama fights it, he's probably just gonna beat it in one hit because that's One Punch Man, right? But if there's stakes, it's like there's other characters in the story that aren't the main character. Like we know Luffy's gonna be Pirate King. Is Pedro gonna make it to the end of Whole Cake Island, right? Like obviously that's not a question people were asking when that arc was happening, but then it happened. He didn't make it, right? And like we know the Strats are going to meet their goals, but like how? Like knowing that narratively it makes the most sense for Zoro to overcome his trauma with Kuina by defeating a women swordsman, which is something he's never with a sword been able to do, right? Like there's just like again, I feel like the how is so much more important than the stakes because the stakes are so arbitrary, right? Like Murata and One can literally just like, okay, Saitama's gonna fight a guy, but this guy is as strong as Saitama, and he's gonna have a good fight, right? Like they could, or this guy, he's actually stronger than Saitama. Saitama, even with all his great, amazing power, can't do anything against this guy. They could do that at literally any time, but that's not narratively satisfying in itself because the answer is why. Why at this moment is he fighting this guy who's stronger than him, right? Like why? Who is the character? Where did they come from? How did they have that power? Right? Like there's so many other questions that just like the arbitrary, like, whether they're strong, whether Saitama is threatened or not, don't fucking matter to me. So I'm checking the map again because, okay, wait, did I get it? I got the engineer's key. Okay, I can leave. I looked at my map and it's like, oh, I got the engineer's key is here, and it's like, wait, that was the thing I picked up, and I've been like acting like I could go forward, like there's something to get, but it was literally just putting the crowns in there and getting the engineer's key, which I guess I could take somewhere. Okay. And then, okay. So yeah, that's my thoughts on stakes, is that they really don't matter, because if someone's talking about stakes, then they're not really thinking about stories in a way that I think is particularly interesting for them to be engaged with, if that makes sense. Because it's just like, it's just not really helpful, I don't think. Nice. Because there was another one, wasn't there? Okay, I guess he's dead. Okay. Alright, now I just gotta find out which way to go next. Yeah, that's the boss room. I already killed him. This is where I came from. Wait, actually, hold on. There's... I think I encountered Master Fallen last time, because I just seen him on the map, and it's like, oh, did I talk to that guy? Oh, no, wait. Nope, that's not right. But, I don't know, it says he's there. Master Fadin is there. But it doesn't look like it, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. To map 38, so this is back to... Oh, wait, no. How did... What? Okay. Okay. Sorry, just checking my map again. Okay, map 30, no, I was at 39, so I'm coming out of there. I guess I'd like to go to map 40, so that's above. Okay, I think I know how to get there. Okay. Okay, so yeah, anyway, alright, let me figure out this. Right, magic bar charge, I'm gonna try, because I have a good fire resistance, so I think if when I use that light shield, which I don't have enough MPUs for. Okay, cool, we made it. God, honestly, it's just making me wish, because, like, I love the pacing of the Souls games, of just, like, checkpoint, and once you have a checkpoint, you can do all the healing. Like, this game, like, I found a way to go back, but that's just a retreat point. There was no save point. There was no, way to, like, refresh myself, right? Because refreshing, like, unless I have a way to come back easily, then if I refresh myself, I just have to redo a lot of stuff, right? And that kind of sucks. So, I just love how... I mean, that's it in Dark Souls, there, you know, you don't have fast travel immediately, but I feel like that game's easier to... I mean, I'm used to it, so I can navigate it. Like, this game would probably just be like Left 4 Struggle if I played it like 8 times, like I did Dark Souls, so that's what I'm trying to say, which isn't helpful. Okay, because I feel like Northcliffe and Center Tower are places I've been to before. I want to find a new place to go to, so I can just explore it, and not be set upon by, like, yeah, the Great Graveyard, yeah, by, like, 8 different exits and entrances. Like, there's 4 ways to go here. Like, no wonder I keep getting lost. Oh, thank God. Where am I? lost myself. All right, let's just. Okay, well, I have a save point, so let's just send it for a little bit, and then when I inevitably get lost, I will try to. And yeah, no, yeah, with the current stuff, yeah, the stakes are high, I guess. Like the Strats aren't gonna die. I expect they're going to win somehow, and even if they lose, they're still gonna come back, right? Like that's how it works. I must have missed the Forest Folks keys somewhere. This is like the third chest I found that should, I don't know. Oh well, but and it's like things are crazy, but like we're the strongest military force on the island is not there right now, right? Like so, it's hard to be like, oh man, the stakes are so high, but it's like, yeah, literally the end of the newest chapter was like, yeah, the boys are fucking coming, like shit's gonna like, they're gonna pull it off because it's like, you know, they have fucking Loki is coming. Like, bruh. Like, Loki, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. Don't forget about the fucking... I'm not going that way. That's one way. Like, forget about the fucking... Don't forget, like, the new giant pirates. Like, they're fine, I'm sure. I'm sure Hadron is pretty tough. He fucking punched a dude that was, like, 5 million tons up and broke his arm. Shit. But he did it, right? So... You know, like, he's strong. There's other guy. We don't really know how strong the other guys are. But that's something. So yeah, it's just a matter of like, yeah, how, like, because yeah, when they get there, I imagine the tables are gonna turn in the protagonist's favor. But obviously, it's still gonna be a struggle because it's always a struggle. And when it's not, like, there's a reason for it. Right? Like, because Luffy, like, you know, like, against Bellamy, right? Like, Bellamy had nothing, he believed in nothing, so he had nothing to offer to Luffy, right? Or in the early parts of the story where Luffy's just so strong, but he's enjoying himself, and at this point in the story, him enjoying himself makes him weaker, right? Or not makes him weaker, but, like, it's because he's not trying as hard, you know? So... Where obviously in this case it's like these are very strong characters they're up against, so they're gonna be strained and struggle. But like, I don't know, and we'll have a better picture when all is said and done, because there's still way more to go. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, I'm actually glad, maybe glad that I died so that I could use my keystone here. Yeah. So at the central tower, let me try and okay. This is the where it came from, where the save point is not East Gate, but North Gate at this tower, which might be above the other one. I don't know. They look the same. Because I might just be backtracking. Escape is... This looks kind of familiar, but... Yeah, this is definitely familiar. Okay. I just hope I find an easy way to navigate. God, I've already been doing it an hour and a half. Yeah, this is just the same place, isn't it? Oh, wait, oh, this is new. Okay, this is good. This is good. Because now I'll drop the yellow one here. I'll still have the green one. Then I can go, okay, I can come back with the yellow one. That's good. This should be the engineer's chest? Yes. So I just need Sirac's key, I guess. And, oh yeah, because that's what I guess, I forgot my main goal is to get the eyes so that I could go, which I presume will let me go into that other area near here. So Okay, cool. I still have my 3 vows. Okay. Oh, Arcanine is insane. That's good to hear. Cause I think I'm pretty sure I talked about it before because I've been thinking. So how I guess to update on how video stuff is going. So I'm working on the Jap. Well, okay. So I decided to that before I do a new video, I'm going to read at least like one academic book or something. So I'm reading right now. It's called the anime and the visual novel. Fortunately, just from the first chapter, it's not that interesting, but because it's mostly like thing Japanese, I guess, where it's like just bringing up some Japanese concept or something and like very loosely applying it to visual novels, like shrines. Shrines have this big history. Shrines are like this. Shrines, these ideas that relate to these papers I'm referencing. Yeah, there's a shrine in like 2 visual novels that I talk about in this thing, and I'm like, that's very shakily. That doesn't seem very. I don't know. That hasn't sold me on its core premise, I guess. But hopefully, I dig more into it, and I'll get something out. Because I read it because it's like, especially because one of the arguments it expects to do is argue for visual novels in the sense of like video games, which I think is good because I think people kind of dismiss them as video games, and even though like there is an interactivity of them, and I'm kind of curious as what they have to say about that. But I will read on and find out. Okay, so now I know. Okay, so I'm gonna. I guess I'll check out the North Cliff, but I feel like I've been there before. Like it sounds, or I've seen other signs there, and I would have explored. So, oh wait, no, this is new. I fought you in Elden Ring, and you, and you. Anyway, okay. Ooh. Um. So, so after I read that book, I'm going to check out, or I'm going to start really going into. I think I already. No, that's right. I wrote like the opening part of it, the Japanese existential crisis video. What the fuck was that? Okay. I like kind of I wasn't fully paying attention to it, so. But anyway, so I'm gonna basically, and my plan after that is I'm going to go probably. So I guess I'm gonna learn a lesson from one of my friends because he was doing college homework for the end of the term, and he was even told by like his teachers and friends and stuff because he was tackling the big project, and then I was like, well, when I'm done, I'll do all the little stuff. But then it's like, no, you do the small stuff first, so that way when you're done with the big project, you're like done. And that because that's the like he literally like we played Night Rain yesterday, and he literally was talking about how he partly like he wanted just to not think basically because he strained himself so much for school, and like because he did the big project first, right? Um, so so I'm gonna take that to heart, and so my plan is after I so I'm gonna do the Japanese existential crisis video because that's the video that it needs to come out next. It's a channel update video. Hello, buddy. Um, oh yeah, Septego, I believe is the sword saint who was originally sent to deal with to pick the idol back, the idol to the ancient city. But he I guess failed because the idol ended up in the main character's hands. So okay, he allowed himself to be captured. Oh. Oh, and he has a sword. Where's my sword? So he lost his sword. Okay, well. Expedition flag. Okay, I was wondering if I could take it. It looked like a takeable item. So anyway, so my plan. So I'm gonna finish the Japanese existential crisis video, and then I'll read like before every video, I'm gonna read an academic book, and then I'll read whatever academic books I might need to read for the video. But the so this is the okay. This is cool. Because this looks like progress, hopefully. Oh, that's Fireball. I wanted Wall of Fire. So basically, I'm gonna look at my videos and I'm gonna pick the ones that need the least work, and I'm going to start working on them basically. So the first one, for example, is probably going to be the manga video because it's already done, but I do want to rewatch it and make sure. I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong with it that would be like if I uploaded it to my new channel for example instance. Oh boy, what was that? Oh, I don't have enough magic for the MP left 17. Oh, this has no. This is I have enough magic for this. Why won't it? Am I pressing the wrong button? Sorry. Okay. So anyway, so I'm gonna watch the manga video, get the thumbnail, get the thumbnail made, and when that's done, I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and then I'll pick the next video that doesn't need as much work for it, and basically just work through my videos based on like how much they need, the work they need, and while reading academic books, because I would like to get to the ReZero one, but obviously it's gonna. I haven't even finished my daily episode of One Piece today, because I started also reading, because I was like, I need to read more, so I should do more reading in Japanese. So a couple weeks ago, I went to a comic book store and I picked up the first volume of my Kohai Can't Be So Cute, which is a sequel manga to the Orimo manga. My little sister can't be so cute. And these guys are weird. Because since I have it physically, I was like, I might as well try to read it, but it would probably be easier to read physically if I've already read the previous manga as well. So I downloaded it and I read like a few pages. It took me like 2 hours to read the last like 3/4 of the That's what the fuck? Huh? I thought that was just another mushroom, but he's just a little. Okay, gotta be wary of mimic mushrooms. So it took me like 2 hours to read the chapter. And then I went on to, I'm like halfway-ish through the One Piece episode, my daily One Piece episode, which if I'm not able to finish it after the stream, I thought would be funny, a little, that I rewarded myself and went to get a burger because I successfully watched 7 episodes of One Piece in 7 days in Japanese. And then the day that I reward myself, I'm unable to actually watch the new that day's daily One Piece episode in time, which may happen, because I after the stream, which if it was that the no, holy shit, oh my god, it shows my place on the map. Oh my goodness. Oh, and they're called Witas apparently. Okay. So, okay, and the other asphalt fell off. Nice. Okay. Or the Widows were killed by the snake people, and, but they're probably called, yeah, just called Widows. Anyway. So, like, yeah, just reading a chapter of a manga that would have taken me, like, less than 5 minutes to read in English, took me, like, 2 hours, and then One Piece on top of that, so I just need to keep at it, even if it's fucking brutal. Because just to get that, I just need to get faster so that when I do read ReZero, I can actually like manage. Ow! No, fuck. These guys are nasty. Okay. Yeah, it might be a game-changing item indeed. Where's my healing water? Oh, this is... Okay, this is just a perfect full heal. Okay. Oh, he's got a tail whip? Nasty. Oh man, my health is gone. Okay, we're good. As long as this isn't like a giant waterfall down. Okay. Okay, we're set. So yeah, the idea of reading ReZero right now is exhausting. I just need to figure my shit out with Japanese, get better. What is this? Oh, this is a save point. Cool. Yeah, so yeah, just gradually work my way towards eventually doing, because like, I want to start going through Japanese stuff for videos. The issue is just it takes so long. So like, if I rank my videos by ideas that I want to do by next time by the work it takes, then obviously anything that involves me going through something in Japanese is going to take really, really long. That's just more work. But I'll get faster eventually, and then one of those things will be ReZero. Especially because, like, so one thing is, if you remember my update on my Discord, is I wrote, for anyone who's a patron, I wrote that my goal was to have, like, 50 video ideas ready by the time I start my channel. That's an absurd idea, and I'm not going to do that. Well, especially because what he pointed out to me was that, oh, I should probably equip my water breathing amulet, yeah. What he pointed out to me was that, are these fish deadly? They look very deadly. And they're fucking tough. What do you mean you're not dead yet? Why can't I use my magic? Oh, because why can't I use my fire spell under the water? That doesn't make any sense. Why can't I cast magic? Am I casting the right button? Okay, now they're dying really easy. Please hit them. Okay, well, my oxygen is still going down is the weird thing, because I thought, yeah, I have the water talisman equipped. Aids in breathing. Maybe it just gives me more time. Yeah, that's probably what it does. It doesn't make me breathe forever. But oh my god, there's so many fish. Did they just respawn? Is this impossible? Right now? Oh no. God, there's so many. Please. I liked when the enemies didn't respawn. Or at least not all of them. But anyway, so yeah, I forget what I was talking. Oh yeah, no. MG told me that like by making weekly videos, it might devalue them to some people, I guess. Which I can see the logic in that. Did I just kill 3 of them at once? Fuck yeah. So I'll do bi-weekly instead, which literally halves the amount of work I need to do, because I literally went through and tried to pick the ones I thought were most interesting / most doable, and because it's instead of 50 videos, I just have to pick like 20 videos. Oh my god, there's so how are there? They gotta be respawning every time I fucking try to leave, and there's no way. This isn't about. No, okay, this isn't a way forward. They're just gonna kill me. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I think there's just a lot of no. I think they are respawning because like I'll look through back in the it's clear and then I'll go forward and they respawn. So um, I think that's what I think. And it's like I think that's like a trap. Like if you fall in, you're just now in a fucking place with a bunch of fucking evil little fish. I thought I was like finding a secret, treasure thing, but no. So I'm like, well, maybe there's some treasure back here. Oh, cool! I got my water breathing amulet. Maybe I'll find something that developers said to give me an advantage for later. Nope, just pain, just suffering, just piddling amounts of gold for way too much work. Though at least I did confirm that my amulet does not give me infinite water breath. It just gives me a lot of water breath. Um, but I also want to find a way to like, because I really should just. I don't know. I just need to like. I think I just need to emotionally realize that I'm in for long haul with Japanese because in my head I just want to be like I'm making good progress. I just want to be way further than I am now, um, and I don't know like because I mean one thing I was thinking about was actually I was told when I started my job that if you're closing and you leave the door unlocked, that's potential grounds for termination. And I apparently didn't lock the door properly the night before last because it was incredibly windy and it somehow opened. Um, and I was thinking about it because I got a voicemails on my phone telling me that the burglar alarm went off multiple times, and apparently some of the manager and some other staff got it as well. Um, so I checked the store at like 6 in the morning, and it was locked because apparently they got the fire department to unlock it, to get a spare key from a box outside and relock it, and they put a rock in front of it to keep it from flying open. It was a mess, basically. But I was thinking, and like, well, the bad side of getting terminated would mean like financial anxiety, but also I have a way better idea for my YouTube channel now. So the flip side is that I can use that free time to try YouTube again. Right? So, like I'd probably just do the, what's it called? The backlog builder wheel sooner rather than later if that were to happen, and then try and drum up support for Patreon so I could at least have some income. Though my goals would be absurd because I need like, at my expenses, I need, oh boy. Like 2,000 what's it called dollars a month, I think, or more or less. No, I'd have to look at my expenses again, a bit more than that, but that's a lot. That's literally $2,001 patrons, which I know some patrons. I don't know I wonder what the biggest anime Patreons are, come to think of it. But it'll take a while for me to reach that, and just being willing to watch things that people want me to watch that aren't in Japanese right now is not going to be enough to get that. Like, I need to be making videos and having people want to support me there, which just means, like, I don't know, because I don't know, I just have so many ambitious goals and I want to meet them, and just think about ReZero and that video I want to do just have me thinking about it. So okay. These guys are not that hard. And yeah, now that I know there's a save point out there, I could just leave at any time, and because there's a lot here, a lot of places to go. So I will be wandering around here for a little while, it seems. Oh, this is not the right side. Oh. Cool. Widow's bracelet. Oh, okay. Wait, in exchange for mind power. So I lose magic, but okay. I think with those mushrooms, I need more anti-paralysis stuff, though. What is that? Oh, is that just gas? Oh, I can't use magic. And I'm poisoned now. What is going on? Oh, there's that mushroom. Okay. Well, at this point, it's smarter to equip the spider armband because I'm not dealing with paralysis this second, and I need the magic. Okay, it didn't remove my poison. I should have thought about that. And I missed. Let's equip those probably because those look good. Yes, they are. Real quick, just to test something. Okay, no, I still got my sword. Okay. So that means I can equip probably this. Yeah, okay, cool. No, that is exceeding my equipment load. Don't do that. Take that off. But it's really good. It's just very heavy. But yeah, if I ever get to a point where if I ever get to a point where I'm not sure like what, like if I have to choose between, oh no, not that one. Haha. That's funny. Oh, cool, a different big shield. Maybe this will be better than my power shield. Oh yeah, it's pretty light, but it's about the same as my, yeah. Okay, unfortunate. Yeah, like I was saying, I'll ask my patrons if I ever have a video idea that I'm interested in, or like multiple that I'm interested in, but I'm not sure which one to do first. Which doesn't really matter because, but I mean, I guess knowing what what my patrons are interested in, will help. But because obviously it'll be a while before the videos are really seen. I don't know. I might release some of them Patreon exclusive in the meantime, like I did with the manga paneling or the not manga assemblage one. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely should think about heading back out though soon because it is. I work in an hour and 5 minutes, so I'd like to finish the One Piece episode before then. What is that? A little egg thing? Spider egg? I don't know. Oh, more chests. Careful in case they're trapped. Yep, that's not trapped. Okay, nope. I thought I heard like a hiss or like a gas coming out or something. No, that was probably just a chest opening. Okay. Oh! What? Okay. Okay. Well, we made it out. That's good. Oh, right. It doesn't recharge my magic, so I should probably not equip that, actually, because I think the paralysis is nice, but, or the anti-paralysis is nice, but losing all my MP, or at least cast all my spells and then use it, I guess. Maybe that would be fine. Okay, I don't know. I do like the added layers of strategy from that item, but, anywho, I need to figure out how to deal with. I gotta fight these guys. Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, did they just pull me into two directions? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay. Okay, one down, two down. Three down. Okay, I don't even know how. I guess I was just hitting them accidentally. Okay, well, now finding my way out it might be fun, because now I want to get out so I can save again, and call the stream with a new place to to explore that has, I don't know, I guess I'm trying to find the Serpico, the... Oh, that, I knew it! I fucking knew it! I knew this was a trap. Yep, there it is. Fuck me. That's why they respawn, because if you killed them beforehand, there wouldn't be a trap. Fucking bastards. Okay, we found Sen's Fortress. The snake people, the trap, the tricky traps everywhere. This is just Sen's Fortress. The OG Sen's Fortress. I wonder if there's a, because I remember there's a journal. No, a journal, and I never looked through it, but, oh, does this just have... all the text in the game, I guess? Okay. Or maybe it's just some other information, but, okay. I think the King's... Yeah, yes, I do think it's the Kingsfield equivalent of Sen's Fortress, because, so yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, oh, that was a convenient time message. Yeah, I forgot about the stream delay. Okay. Well, alright, we made some progress. I caved and used a map. Unfortunate. Thanks for your patience, and I'll see you guys next time. I don't know how Saturday's gonna go, because I'd like to go shopping as well as stream, and I will find out. But yeah, anyway. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Later.